What's happening, kids? It's the Wrestlingus show, back with you again. This time it is your AEW breakdown, as we always do. All the shows, WWE, AEW, pay-per-views. You want to go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia to get the full, complete show on time, all the time. Bonus shows on Patreon. I'm Cav. He's Faust.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
How do you do? We just did about 15 minutes on the Godfather Plus tier on our video package, on the video scope, Faust. I was looking at pictures of Randy Savage on the fucking Reds today. Randy Poffo with his no mustache, no beard, with that fucking monkey mouth. Looked like fucking Cornelius without the fucking hair. Fucking fantastic. We're going to get into AEW. A lot of stuff to say, a lot of things to do. Little note from Billy Boy. He explained on the Dirty Sheets, where you could hear his show, and he had a really good show with Brad the other day. I thought it was really fucking good. And I was like, it's funny because anybody always think, oh, like I'm going to have a war with him eventually because he's going to dump me and have just him and Brad do it. I go, if you know how many times I've encouraged this to fucking happen.
Many times.
I said, I'll be your friend forever, Billy, but yeah, you could do a show. I don't mind. I know he told Disco, fucking, ask Cav how his numbers are without me. I'm like, well, what? I'm like, you're not on this show. What are you talking about? Yeah. And then I was like, I explained to Disco. I said, well, he's talking about, I think for the most part, it's not as really an insult as it sounds, because I was like, no, I got a lot of people who came over from hearing me on that show, came over and became our fans and stayed. I go, that's, piece by piece. It wasn't like Cat was getting 50 listeners. Now he gets 1,000 a week because it's not that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, and I'm like, my show has nothing to do with him. I'm like, I have a completely different fucking show. So he was doing that. But yeah, what he said on Dirty Sheets the other day, I wanted to bring up, is about AEW. And it was how he keeps disputing bullshit. They have not sold 50,000. Right? And you go, well, how do you know?
Right.
I said, it sounds almost the sour grape. Fuck AEW. They didn't do it. They're lying. Because I'm like, why are they just lying? I don't understand that. I don't understand. I know they're going to sell more there because it's the hungry area that here they can't put 4,000 in a fucking building.
Right.
Over there, they fucking can, do 60, whatever the fuck. It's like, oh my God. So this made sense. And if you know the inner workings of business, his father and him, quote unquote, own Wembley Tavern in London. And apparently when events are, because they're right next to the fucking Wembley, right? And so it's a bar. Everybody then is coming to the bar afterwards, and there's events, and everybody lets out of a concert. They come to the bar. To the bar. They have to, by law, tell the fucking bar when 50,000 tickets have been sold there for security purposes to be set for whenever the fuck that event is. And they have not heard. He goes, it might be 49,999, but it is not 50. They have not been told it's 50 yet. Not to say 2 weeks from now, they don't tell
a phone
them.
call. Hey, heads up.
Yeah,
here you go.
Yeah, heads up. And it's like, this is, and it's any event. There's something going on here. Tickets for this date. They've sold this many. Be prepared for everything and it's mostly from them. They have to do security, but it's also a heads up, get yourself extra drinks, shit like that. But, so they haven't been told. So take it for, you got like a microwave, but a reverse. It makes ice quickly. This is my dad's invention. He said, I want a microwave that does cold. And I said, that's a fucking good. It was before I think I was even around. He said this. And because my grandfather was a scientist, he had to explain this is why it can't be done. And it's like, yeah, I guess I'm like, it's too much for my cock to comprehend. So I don't know. But that would be good. You put a glass in there, one cold water, 2 minutes in, you make ice.
Dead body cold.
Fucking stacked to the ceiling. Stack them high. So yeah, that's your AEW thought of why, which it do make sense. So I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. That's what he said. Rampage Fausti special time, but back to people starting in the ring as the fucking thing starts.
Yeah, I feel like a broken record because I always like to point out how JR starts the show. This time he just sounded
this is like when we do Saturday Night Main Event. You say how many people?
I just feel like he sounded half awake. Like he's like, oh, welcome to Rampage.
He's like, Tony, did my check clear? Welcome to Rampage. I'm TV's Jim Ross. All drunk and angry. Look at these half-naked bitches running around.
I don't know
I'm going to retweet WWE porn.
Let me live my life.
I'm living my life. I have a dead wife. My dick still didn't die with her. It still works.
Free Bluetooth they sent me for doing my
I really wonder how quickly he fucked and who he fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wonder all those things. I'm like, oh, is he, heartbroken? He sat at home with his fucking head down. And as a guy, Faust, I know it's like he could love her with all his heart. She's dead. He needs to fuck. It doesn't mean he loved her any less. He needs to get the poison out, Faust. That disgusting cum of JR's.
Saucy.
Fucking lifting his fucking gunt to jerk off. Faust, he get with his fucking sweaty, stinking hat on while he jerks off with that fucking red fucking button-up shirt from Raw.
He just hot mustard for lube.
Coming down his bootleg. I fucking doesn't even have the common courtesy to get a sock out of the hamper. Nothing. Rampage, man. It's that QTV bullshit.
Oh my god! Hey,
versus Lucha Brothers and Vikingo.
Remember when Hobbs was the TNT champ not too long ago? And I was like, hey, they're finally using this guy right.
Fuck. What are they fucking? There's a couple things because we'll get into. I think it's on Dynamite, some other shit where I'm like, what the fuck, man? JR says. This is interesting. I write this down because I was like, what? I rewound it. JR says, when you have quick versus quick wins. Pardon me.
Not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You know what? When you have two football teams playing, one of them going to win. Well, there is ties. Well. I tell a lie. When you have two football teams win, someone's going to sweat. There you fucking go. Of course, Bailey's ex gets pinned. I just like to stare at his mouth and go, he had his mouth on her asshole, probably. And I imagine this, Faust. This is after he eats her ass. Here's my imitation. This is why you guys all need God5 Plus. This is my imitation. He eats her ass. He eats the ass. And this is afterwards, Faust.
I thought you were gonna go like this. He gets out of there like this.
No, it's picking the hair off his tongue.
Yeah.
See, he can't smell it because he's eating it. If he was eating her pussy from behind, his nose would be in her asshole. True, that's the problem. But otherwise, he probably he feels his tongue getting scraped like a cat tongue because of the hairs poking.
Yeah.
Thank you. How did he fuck? I mean, listen, it's not like she's Mandy Rose. How did he get this? But I mean, it
was before she was something too. So
was he? She was NXT at this point.
I think so.
Was he from here with the training? Is he one of our guys? Not our guys, but
that I
California?
don't know. I don't know for sure. I tried looking at it, but it's like I couldn't really find much on him. Back to the match. So yeah, he takes the pin, and back to Hobbs. He's too busy fucking around with Alex, who's not even part of the match. Like he picks him up and he's walking him down the aisle. Doesn't slam him. He just picks him up and he's walking around with him
out of the way.
So meanwhile, it's just to get him away from the ring. Don't make him look like a fucking idiot.
MJF flipping out backstage from last Wednesday. They show him going fucking crazy in the back of the match thing. Yeah, it's your bonus for him screaming. Jericho in a locker room. He's scared to come out because he's worried he's going to get attacked. So he can only talk from inside the locker room with the door half open.
Yeah.
And
this was nice. We didn't have to worry about him on commentary.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I see those buds in his fucking. It's like, it's not normal hair. It's fucking thick fucking buds in. God,
you see those little dots.
Yes.
And they're not even.
Where did he go, Faust? The man
what country
has
did
money.
he go to?
He couldn't have. Yeah, exactly. He went to the penny savers. Jade
It's
versus
just funny because
Jobber.
he's talking about, that unprovoked attack by Adam Cole. So yeah, now he's a scared little bitch of Adam Cole. He needs assurance that he won't be in the arena, same arena as
I
him.
was listening to
He's scared of
Cornette.
Adam Cole.
I listen to the YouTubes as I drive a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
I really like
it. His show is long, but yeah, you can listen to clips. You don't have to listen to him, with his about his neighbors. You can skip all those stories and him complaining about Spectrum Cable and shit like that.
I really like his host. I don't know his name. What's his name?
The great Brian Last.
Brian Last. I really
you only like him because
like
he's a
him.
Mets fan.
Oh, is he? I even better, Faust. Great man. Look at that. I didn't even know. I mean, I don't know shit. I hear him on there, but I think he's very good. And he does very well. He read, I think it was one of our tweets or something about, or we didn't direct it to them, but they found it. Remember, it was the who hasn't shaved their mustache in a Hitler form just for fucking laughs?
Yeah.
That was, yeah. And I couldn't believe Cornette was like, what? I go, well, of course. What do you, am I crazy? Am I the crazy one here to think that that's abnormal? That it's very normal. So yeah, he was in there. He said something about Cole. And he goes, so if Cole couldn't get into the building and he told the security, no, I'm a wrestler, would they believe him? It is true, Faust. And you know what? I love Adam Cole. Austin, sorry. I fucking like the guy. I think he's entertaining. He can speak. He could wrestle, right?
Yeah.
I think I've gotten to the point where we've had enough of where it's all little guys. So it doesn't affect me anymore where I go, this guy's too small. I take it for what it is. It's imaginary. It's playtime. It's who cares. So if they showed up in the Hogan era and you were like, oh yeah, he's getting a shot against Hogan, you go, motherfucker. Motherfucker. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem because you go, all I need. So if Cole wins this belt, soon as Brock challenges him, it's over. All he has to do is say, I got a title match. That's all he has to. This is impossible to have. Fucking Cody's on the border of fucking being ridiculous. You see Cody against Brock, you go, come on. You just know. You go, come on. And Cody's put together, but he's not fucking 6'4". You go, all right. Jade versus Jobber. We hear Taya has been suspended because she put her hands on fucking Mr. Edley. She touched the fucking ref last week. So now and I'm like, what? So now she has to be fucking. She picked her up. She picked her up in it, and then they stopped her. She put it down. Didn't punch her or nothing, but she threatened to drop her in this horrific move, this scary fucking move. And I'm like, all right, this match is seconds. They're begging. I am very convinced they don't know where this ends or who it ends with. I think they were aiming for 50, and I think maybe they thought Sasha was coming.
Maybe, yeah.
And then it was Jobber for 50. It wasn't fucking Red Velvet Cupcake of fucking, that was her 50 or something. After she had already beaten her before.
Right, so after it was like the third time.
Yeah, like, all right. There's not 50 women there. So now
I have no idea who it's going to be now. And it's like that belt's just isolated, and it's Jade over here, and then you have the other women's division.
Really is. And it's really, if Tony got the balls to do it, I mean, listen, old Jamie is a fucking good guy now. It's fuck this belt. I've had a fucking enough of it. Why am I fucking bothering with this anymore? I'm the fucking shits. Let's fucking go. Or I'm the shit, not the shits. If you say shits, then you're bad at it.
Right.
So yeah, go against fucking Hater. That's a fucking pay-per-view because now you're finally fucking, and take both fucking belts. There you go. And then you go tournament for this one. There you go. And you can get in Paige in that tournament, everybody in there with her gun to whatever the fuck she's complaining about with her belly.
Well, it depends.
I told you.
It depends if she's floated or not that week.
Throated?
Bloated.
Oh. Wow.
Throated. That's something else we've seen her do.
She come out right afterwards. No problem. I saw someone do a fucking I don't know, it was battle rap or whatever the fuck it was, but it was one-liners to somebody. And a chick told another chick, she goes, I'm gonna